All right, today we're diving into a product that has been making some serious waves in the at-home wellness world, the Hongyuan one-person infrared sauna. We're going to break down the top 5 reasons why this thing has become so popular, looking at everything from the tech to what real users are actually saying.
So first things first, you got to understand what this is. It's not just a piece of equipment you stuff in a corner. The whole idea here is to give you your own personal heat cocoon, basically a mini spa that fits right into your daily routine. And right off the bat, the numbers are pretty impressive. It's holding a 4.7 out of 5-star rating with over 200 verified reviews. That's a really strong signal that for a lot of people, this thing is actually delivering on its promises. So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with what makes this sauna tick, then jump into the 5 big reasons people are loving it, the health perks, the cool smart features, the super practical design, and we'll wrap up with the overall value and the final verdict from owners. Okay, so you might be thinking, a sauna's a sauna, right? What makes this one so different from the one at my gym? Well, it really all comes down to the technology inside. This is the secret sauce. See, instead of just blasting you with hot air like a traditional sauna, a far infrared sauna uses a special kind of light to heat your body directly, kind of from the inside out. This means you get this really deep, therapeutic sweat, but at a much more comfortable temperature. We're talking like 130 to 140 degrees. It's way less intense than that scorching heat you might be used to. And that amazing technology leads us straight into reason number 1, which is, of course, the huge impact it can have on your health and wellness. This is why most people even start looking for a sauna in the first place.
And when you look at what people are saying, the list of benefits is pretty long. They're using it for everything you see here, to soothe sore muscles after a workout, to get a better night's sleep, or just to melt away the stress from a crazy day. For a lot of owners, it really does become a non-negotiable part of their daily routine.
Okay, we've talked about the why, the health stuff. Now let's get into reason number 2, the smart features that turn this from just a hot box into a genuinely cool, personalized experience. And this comparison really nails it. On one side, you have just sitting in a hot box. On the other, you have a modern wellness ritual. You've got built-in Bluetooth to play your favorite music or a podcast. You've got colored lighting to set the mood. These aren't just little bells and whistles. They're what make it an experience you actually look forward to every single day. Reason number 3 tackles those big practical questions that everybody has. A home sauna sounds awesome, but you're probably wondering, where on earth am I going to put it? And is this thing a total nightmare to build? Yeah, the words sauna assembly probably give you a headache just thinking about it, but the reviews tell a totally different story. So many owners say they had this thing up and running in under an hour. The panels just latch together, the wiring on top is pretty straightforward, and often the only tool you need is a screwdriver for that very last piece on the roof. And this right here is an absolute game changer. It's plug and play. You don't need to call an electrician, you don't need some special high voltage outlet installed. It just plugs into a regular wall socket, which makes it a fantastic option whether you own your home or you're renting. Now, of course, no product is perfect, and I actually love seeing honest feedback like this. This user, Tiffy, points out that the leg heaters feel a little less intense, but then they offer a super simple, practical fix. That kind of real-world advice is what makes these reviews so valuable. Okay, let's bring it all home with our final 2 reasons, which are totally connected. We're talking about the financial value and, most importantly, the overwhelming verdict from the people who actually own one. When you look at the long-term math, the value proposition is really, really strong. One person did the calculation and figured out that in just 10 months, the sauna completely paid for itself when compared to their monthly spa membership. So you're looking at a one-time investment for a daily wellness habit you can access anytime.
But honestly, the numbers are one thing. The stories from the owners, that's what really tells the tale. Let's hear from a few. Steven here says he uses it almost every single day and that it works flawlessly, even getting up to 147 degrees, which is pretty awesome for a home unit. Then you have Amy, who not only confirms again how easy it was to assemble, her kids helped, but she also shows how it's become part of a bigger wellness routine for their family, pairing it with a cold plunge. So cool. And this final quote from Stephanie just feels like the perfect wrap-up. She says it's her favorite product, she put it together by herself in an hour, and again, almost no tools needed. This right here, this is the kind of satisfaction that gets you that 4.7 star rating. So that brings us to the final thought. We've seen the tech, we've gone through the benefits, the cool features, and the glowing reviews. So the real question isn't just about this specific sauna, it's bigger. What could bringing a consistent, daily wellness ritual like this into your life do for you?
The city streets, we began to feel the fire.